Hello! Today I'm going to be teaching you how to tack up your dressage horse today. As you can see, we've got the dressage saddle, we have the dressage saddle cloth. That's what we start with. They have these little velcro things at the front, and you want the letters to just be on top of that wither. Undo these. Then you've just got a little bit of extra padding for the saddle. Put that on like so. Make sure your horse stays still when he's tacking up. Alright. Don't slam the saddle on the horse's back, it's not very good for it, and dressage saddles aren't even that heavy anyways. Over it goes, nice and gently. Then you want to grab the saddle blanket. You want to bring it up so you have a nice, lovely gap and it's got nice contact with the saddle. Also with the saddle blanket, these little velcro things, there's a reason they're at the front. Lift up the flap, put it underneath the girth strap, and velcro like so. These are there to prevent the saddle blanket from slipping underneath while you're riding. Another measure is you put those in like that. You do that for the other side as well. So that was a bit far back. So you can just adjust it, and looking at it from both sides is actually quite good. You want to have, you've got the end of the shoulder here, you want the saddle blanket to be about there. You still want to have nice movement for the shoulder when you're riding. Grab the little velcro things, make sure they're not twisted. Go through like that. Grab the straps and put them in the saddle blanket. Alright. Now on the left side is where you want the elastic bit from the dressage saddles. If it has an elastic bit on one side, you want that to connect on the left. So that's the near side. So you always start with the off side with the girth. So we're going to go over this side. Through the little loop, make sure they're through also the saddle blanket loop to an acceptable hole. And you go around on the other side. Go and grab it. So I know Napoleon rides on holes 6 and 6. So at the moment I've only put them at 5 and 5, and then you tighten them when you're in the arena. If you do tighten them and they get close to the saddle blanket, make sure that at least one side's tight enough so that it overlaps onto the saddle cloth and it doesn't hurt the horse or pinch the horse, so to speak. So that's the girth, that's your dressage saddle, so now we can get onto the bridle, which is over here. So with the dressage bridle, we've got a few bits and bobs all the way around. We've got the noseband and the throat lash up here, and then the flash noseband there, named after a horse Flash, who it was invented for. So you want to make sure the reins are the correct way around. Bring up the noseband and the flash noseband. And if you want, if the throat lash is quite long like mine is, bring that out of the way too. To prevent your horse from walking away whilst you're doing this, clip them up on their neck. Not too tight, you're not dragging them, and not too loose, because then they're not going to listen to it at all. It could just slip off their head. So grabbing this, go around. They should take a bit. If not, you can stick your thumb in there. There's no teeth in that area. Drop the other bits gently, and then put their ears through like so. Then comes all the buckles. So I normally like to do the throat lash first. The acceptable distance is about that much, 4 fingers. And you can fit your whole arm through it if you want, but you don't want to just be nice and tight like that. That's not nice. Come here. This one's a bit of a difficult one. So put it through like this, and there's a little roller on the other side. Little roller that it goes through, like so. And you come back around to here, thread it through a little bit there, hoop. Now when you tighten it, see how when you tighten it, it moves it over? You've got to be careful of that and make sure it moves back into the center so you get the most amount of padding. Again, you still want about 2 fingers in there because that's a soft bit. That's almost a bit too loose. You want it to be firm but not tight. So that's good. That's a little bit of pressure on my finger. And last but not least, flash noseband. Some people don't use these. One last check, because these are quite complicated. You want to look at them from the front and make sure this is in the middle of his nose and not over on the side anywhere. And that these are all nice and even. Of course. Out. Again. That's how you tack up a dressage horse. So like and subscribe. A little button over here so you can subscribe. Thanks for watching. This is Shoelaces 13 with Napoleon and Michaela.